Good morning. We are a half hour early because we have to talk today. So yeah, I said it was fun the other day. I'm still a little nervous. By a little I mean a lot, but that's okay. We will work through it and do it anyway because we said we would, and that's what we do. So here we go. After I do my talkie thing, we're gonna go with Isabel to the safe house, which is where they bring the children that have been abused. And so we're gonna go check that out with the folks from Duke, so it should be interesting. Okay, that actually wasn't so bad. It was about my favorite Bible verse, which is Esther, which I've talked about before on the trip. But so I did my little spiel about why Esther's my favorite and made sure they know who Esther was, and about that verse of the king having the scepter ready, and that God has that salvation ready for us. And then we just that takes like 5 minutes, and then he opened it up for questions and things, and he asked me some questions, and they had their stories about moms that had cancer and how God held them through that, and how they had to make that choice to reach out and touch that scepter as opposed to just giving into the fear of their situation. So it was cool. Yeah. Yum. They brought me coffee. Actually, they brought Isabella coffee, but she's sick, so she's not here right now, so they gave it to me. I'm more than willing to take that. So until Isabella does get here, we're gonna, oh, bright sun. We are gonna go over there and finish putting the data in that I didn't get to finish last time and didn't get to do yesterday because we left with Isabella. So here we go. So the family cross that I explained to you on Sunday, also it's not just for if you're having a specifically bad problem. Sometimes if nobody's having a really bad problem, or if you're just on the hearts of the people that are in the office, your family will get picked for the cross just because they can pray for you, so they're going to. And we are doing stuff. Let me show you stuff. We are doing, we're filling these packets for the children, and they all have numbers, and then their crayon boxes should have matching numbers and have all the colors in them. And then we put these coloring pages in them according to whatever week it is, and we have different, I keep coming up with the same one, wait. There are other ones I see, other pictures. And it's Pentecost this week, so they're Pentecostally themed pictures for all the packets. Okay, so that was staff tea, and it was literally just like staff tea. I kept waiting for the guy to be like, and let's start the meeting and have a boring part, and there wasn't one. We all just sat around and had tea and really good snacks and chatted. It was cool. Okay, we have storeroom number 2. And this one I am to organize. It's mostly organized, but then things didn't get put where the organization would have had them, so now I need to fix it. So, this will be fun. Yes. Okay, so a couple hours later, and it's actually looking pretty good. We got floor space, we got shelf space. I still have to do all of this part, and these things. But all of this is all organized down here. But we're gonna have to take off pretty soon to go to the safe house, safety house. It has another name, but I can't remember it right now. I'll tell it to you later. Can you tell me what the house is?
Okay, the place of safety, we have 8 children, vulnerable children, who can't stay with their parents any longer. So they stay there full time, and we've got a house mother and assistant house mother who's taking care of them. The house was opened in 2007, so it's been running for a few years. And yes, it is challenging, the funding and everything, but it is a good project and lovely children. You'll meet them soon.
Okay, so that was fun. There are 9 children total, although 8 of them are there but not related to the house mothers. The house mother, one of them has a daughter who is also there, so there are 9 children total, and they're so cool. One of them is 13, she's been there since she was 6, and when she came she didn't speak any English, and now she speaks English very fluently, and she was, I think she interrogated me for like an hour about my trip, and she knows more about most of the countries than I do, which is hilarious because she keeps asking me questions and then being like, oh, but I read it was like this. So she was fun, and she has insisted that I must come back and I must bring my computer so that she can see the pictures. So I will do that. And that was just fun. It was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, another funny point. We were singing, right? And she asks, what's your favorite song? And this little kid comes up with Justin Bieber. It was hilarious. Anyway. So, who is God today? Today, again, this church has so many different things. Like, Isabel was talking about how, like, she used to be part of 18 different ministries run out of this church, and then they work with other churches as well. And there are more than that are in this church, because she only worked with 18 of them, but there are so many more. And I mean, every day you're meeting new people that heads up something else and this other thing, and it's amazing how much this church does and how much there is to be done. And Isabel was talking about, you know, like they asked her, you know, how do you do all of that? Because it's a lot. And you know, her answer was, God gives me the energy. He's the one that has all of that energy. And, you know, she has pared back some of it because she realized that she was neglecting her family and she wants to put that first. And so, you know, she doesn't head up 18 anymore, but she still does an awful lot. And, you know, she's there at 8 o'clock in the morning and she's already working before she gets there. And for the last 3 days, including today, she hasn't left until after 6, and she doesn't take a lunch break. She eats on the run. So she works a lot, and who God is to her in that is energy, and that He gives her that energy. And so today I have seen that God is energetic and energy providing.